So Asus have done a lot of good things when it comes to engineering their laptops, but this one in particular, the Asus ROG Zephyrus M16, is a bit of an engineering marvel in itself. And Asus in particular have done something truly spectacular. They have put a 16-inch display in a 50-inch chassis, and there's a lot of talk about this great laptop. It has an Intel i9-11900H CPU and an RTX 3070 from NVIDIA. And you can also opt for the i7 or 3060 variant of the same laptop if you're looking to get the same laptop for a lesser price. It's for $7,999. This is for $10,999. And a lot of good things that are in this laptop are that it has a lot of ports. It has a full-size HDMI port, a mini SD card reader, so it's good for content creators. And it also has a web camera as well, so you can do your conferencing on top of that. And the best part of all, it is a great laptop for gaming, as we already decided to play Cyberpunk 2077. So let's see how it went and let's dive right in. The M16 at first glance looks identical to the Zephyrus G15, and you'd confuse this for a 15-inch notebook were it not for that 16-inch screen packed in. That's not all. Typically, laptops have a limited range of motion that can be inconvenient for sharing or positioning comfortably. The Zephyrus M16, however, lets you flip the screen all the way back to share with a group or to get a better angle for your own viewing, whether you're catching streams in bed or you're actually just using it on your lap with its 180-degree ergo lift hinge. The back panel has an asymmetrical dot matrix design on the lid made with precision. It has a layer of prismatic film that gleams up from beneath, adding a subtle but striking shimmery effect against the stark off-black chassis when the light hits it at just the right angle. On the keyboard front, it has a new stealth-type keyboard that keeps keystrokes under 30 decibels and an end key rollover, making sure that keys are hit and are responsive. It also has overstroke technology that lowers each key's actuation point for input. Navigation is also smoother and easier with a touchpad that's 20% larger and more accurate. And of course, yes, it's RGB. On the display front of things, Asus have put in a beautiful sharp WQXGA resolution display that has a 165Hz refresh rate with a 3 millisecond response time. It supports adaptive sync that's great for competitive as well as graphically demanding single player titles. It's got 100% DCI, P3 color gamut and Pantone validated color accuracy, as well as Dolby Vision support, making it a perfect choice for video editing on top of it. The form factor for all of this sees a 5% reduction in size and weight overall. It's got plenty of port offerings as well, a Thunderbolt 4 port, DisplayPort 1.4 for connecting to a sharper larger display that also supports 100-watt power delivery charging, 2 USB-A ports and the addition of a micro SD card slot. The last port addition is a pleasant surprise considering that photographers and videographers get the added benefit of using this laptop. Another surprise is a 2MP 3D NR web camera that uses noise reduction that's making it great for conferencing as well. On the storage end, you can go up to 2 TB Gen 4 PCI SSD, which is plenty of storage for your files, games and everything else you might need. It's an added bonus that the laptop actually sounds great on speaker. Using Dolby Atmos technology, it has twin tweeters and dual force cancelling woofers which offer balanced acoustics with high resolution certification that supports media high fidelity. A customizable 3D mic array also captures audio in a variety of scenarios, while two-way AI noise cancellation clarifies sound from your feed and incoming feeds as well. The M16 on performance is a combination of what speed, power and portability can achieve. On the inside, there's the 11th gen Intel Core i9-11900H CPU paired with NVIDIA's GeForce RTX 3070 GPU, and you can go up to 32GB of the DDR4 3200 RAM. You'll find that gaming on this laptop is an absolute breeze, and with various power presets you can use to control how much juice you want to get out of the components. I played Cyberpunk 2077 on RTX on full turbo settings, and I got a solid performance across the board at a steady 75 FPS on full HD. It's also not bad for video editing. I ran a simple workflow edit by plugging it into an external monitor and worked using that. The inclusion of NVIDIA's RTX 3070 and the very fast Intel CPU will make your life a bit easier for anyone who's looking for a combination of editing and a gaming machine hybrid. Overall, it will last you a good 8 to 9 hours depending on your usage, and with its 90 watt per hour battery, you'll be back to speed in no time. Ultimately, the Asus ROG Zephyrus M16 offers a few things that the G15 doesn't, and it fills a very specific niche of a 16:10 aspect ratio display in a laptop. It's got solid internals, the combination of Intel's i9 11th gen and 3070 make it ideal for a lot of situations for both work and play, and of course, not to mention it has a ton of ports. It's got a beautiful display to top it all off, and all things considered, it looks and sounds well enough to keep you going for the next 2 generations at the very least. It's a very mature looking PC for those who want the best of both worlds, and if you're willing to put in the premium that comes with getting the M16, I highly recommend you do.